Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's Mr. A saying hello, howdy, and what's up. Got a little bit of time. Thought I'd make another case. Be president. Happens in November, ladies and gentlemen. And wouldn't you rather have somebody that actually cares about you and is willing to do things for you and instead of to you? I think that would be a wonderful president. I know I'd like to see it. So, here's what we got. We got foreign policy today. A little bit of foreign aid. Talking about foreign aid. Here's what we're going to do. A few days ago, I stated my intentions in terms of foreign policy on the military. Draw our troops home over a year's time. Draw our military equipment home over a year's time. Once we've got each base cleared out, vacated of anything we need or we own or we should have, we give that land back to the country and saying, thank you very much. Well, that's my military policy on foreign. Well, here it is on the foreign aid. The same year drawdown for the troops is essentially going to be the same principle for the foreign aid drawdown. 1 year's time. Encourage those countries that have become dependent upon our foreign aid to become independent. We will be your friend, we will be your partner, we will shake your hand, we'll do everything we can to help you out, but we will not do it with taxpayer funds. We will not do it with taxpayer money. That is not our federal government's job. It is not our federal government's duty to prop up a government or governments throughout the world. We prop up dictators all the time. We give money to people who hate us, and we give money to people who are our friends. I think fairness and equality, should be right up front. And quite honestly, we're bankrupt. I don't understand why we should be giving anybody to anybody when we don't even have any money to give to ourselves right now. So that right there is pretty much sums up the foreign aid bit. 1 year drawdown, encourage those countries to be independent and think for themselves, do for themselves, live for themselves without us, pulling some purse strings. I don't think it's right. I don't think it's fair to them. I really don't think it's fair to us, the taxpayer. I don't. Now, for those of you sitting there going, well, what about, disaster relief? What about, this and that? Well, again, it's not the government's job to give taxpayer funds to a government for God knows what. We are a generous people. We got money. And we're willing to help pretty much everybody out. You can go into almost any convenience store and see one of those little jars for a kid that's got cancer, can't afford the medical bills. That's charity right there. That's a beautiful thing. Haiti a couple years ago when they had that earthquake, billions of dollars got sent down to them. I haven't heard much of anything about what's happened to it all or what's going on in Haiti. But, when that happened, hey, we were there. We're charitable people, man. We want to help everybody. Sometimes that help gets misguided, misdirected. People get their hands in the cookie jars, the middlemen, put their hands in there trying to get a little bit of extra cash, and that's part of the problem too, is, a charity is pretty simple. You've got the people giving, the people receiving, and then the people giving back to those people. And that should be it. There shouldn't be a whole bunch of middlemen with their hands coming in, getting a little bit of cash and a little bit of pension and a little bit of benefits. No. Shouldn't be any middlemen like that. Shouldn't be anybody in between. There shouldn't be any taxpayer-funded middlemen. There should only be charitable-funded middlemen, and those people should be held accountable as well to their charities and to the people who are giving them and to the people who is receiving from them. Here in the government, federal government, we should not believe in handouts. We should believe in hand-ups. We should believe in helping out our fellow man, our fellow country. That's it. What more needs to be said? We are a charitable people. We will help you out if need be. You just got to put a 10-second commercial on air, pull the right heartstrings, and bam, you got money. The only problem is if you're a fraudulent charity, you're going to get bit in the ass for it. So, you got that to think about too. There is fraud laws, so if you're a fraudulent charity and you do something stupid, and yeah, you're going to get popped. So that obviously needs to be looked at. But foreign aid, in terms of foreign policy, yeah, 1 year drawdown, no more. Learn to be independent for yourselves. We're not going to pull any purse strings with you guys anymore. We're not going to play any games. We're going to pull out all of our military bases, stop subsidizing you that way. And again, we want to be your friends. We don't want a dependent. We want equal partners. We don't want somebody that we're having to pull up constantly to keep up with us, by giving you a little extra cash. I don't like that. I don't think anybody really should. But again, that's me. That's my thought. That's my opinion. That's the policy that I would institute if I were president. Again, 1 year drawdown on the money for foreign aid. Ask these people to be independent and get their houses in order, because we need to get our house in order. I think it's a reasonable request, and I think it's a common sense request. So, if you have any comments, concerns, questions, thoughts, please leave them here on my Facebook. Please leave them here on my YouTube. Once again, I'm going to state this just to be plain, simple, and clear. And I probably need to state this every single video just so some of you get it. If you leave comments, be respectful, be courteous, be intelligent, and above all else, don't be an ass. It's not necessary, it's not liked, it's not respected, it's vulgar, and it's ridiculous, and it needs to stop. We need to think with our heads and not with our hearts. Our heart, yeah, it's important, keeps us strong, but our head keeps us mindful, lets us know what's right and wrong without having to go off on a knee-jerk reaction. And common sense and intelligence, that's what's necessary to solve a lot of the problems that we've got. So once again, foreign aid, 1 year drawdown, teach these people to be independent, bring that money back home, reduce our taxes or pay our debt. We'll be better off for it, and so will everybody else around the world. This is Mr. E saying thank you for listening, thank you for watching, and see you next time.